Hi, it's Alaska Granny. Do you have a pantry full of canned foods? Well, here's a very easy recipe for how to rotate some of those cans. This is a recipe for beef stew. You just need to open a few cans, stir in some seasonings, and you have your meal ready to go by the time things are heated through. You need a can of roast beef, a can of golden pork gravy or sausage gravy or any kind of gravy that you have on hand, a can of tomato soup, I have a can of sliced carrots, and a can of sliced potatoes. You can season it with some minced onion, some garlic powder, and maybe add a cup of beef broth or bouillon cube and some water. This would also work as what I call a shelf meal or a meal in a bag, that you could combine these ingredients into a Ziploc bag, have it already sitting on the shelf, so then when you've purchased your canned foods, you know what you're going to do with them. You have an idea. You have a meal ready to go. And then when you come home and you don't have time to think about it, you can grab that bag off of the shelf, dump it all into a pot and stir it up and heat it through, and dinner can be ready without any thinking. And sometimes that's the emergency, getting a meal on the table. You have foods in your pantry, so you may as well be using them. When you want to put a meal in a bag in your pantry, take any of the dry ingredients, the spices and seasonings, put them into a small plastic box container, drop that into your bag as well, and then you will have the whole meal ready to go. Make sure you have some sturdy can openers in your stockpile. Make sure they're top quality, and I love this one for opening up the ring pull cans. This one works great. Turn on your burner, add your can of roast beef. This one includes gravy. Add the can of gravy, a can of tomato soup. I drained and rinsed the carrots. And I drained and rinsed the potatoes. Now I have my garlic powder and minced onion, and then I chopped up the beef bouillon cube just to help it dissolve a little easier. Then you just need to stir it, heat it through. Let it simmer so everything is heated through, and that's all there is to it. I think it has a perfect consistency, so I did not add any water with my bouillon cube. Depending on the consistency of how you like your stew, you may want to add that cup of water. But that's why I like using a bouillon cube rather than a can of broth, because I don't think it needs all that more liquid. It's all heated through. Doesn't that look delicious? You can see there's nice big chunks of beef, carrots, potatoes, and a tomato-based beefy broth. When you choose foods for your prepper pantry, make sure that you have an idea how you plan to use those. Have a variety of foods, and then use, rotate, and replace those foods so that you'll always have enough and the freshest food possible. Don't let those cans languish in the back unused. You've spent that money on those groceries, so you need to actually be using that food. And if not, choose some food that you do want to have. So when you choose foods that you're willing to eat, you know how to use it, you have a plan, you make the most of your grocery dollars and your food storage stockpile space. Don't store foods you don't want to eat. Try this easy beef stew from the canned foods in your pantry. See if it doesn't become a meal that's easy to rotate your food. Let us know in the comments below if you make this beef stew. How did you like it? Did you add any other ingredients to it to jazz it up and make it suit your flavor profile? And let us know if you have any other ideas on how to use some of our canned foods so we continue to make the most of them. I hope you'll like my video, share it. Please subscribe to the Alaska Granny channel. Delicious.